Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a NIO stock analysis. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about NIO, and we're actually going to be doing a NIO stock analysis where I think NIO is going to be headed in the year of 2021, and basically why I think NIO is such a great investment right now, $53.63, and why I think people should be picking up the stock. Just know everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But if you guys don't know what NIO is an EV company that's based out of China, producing luxury EV cars. Taking a look at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018. Fairly recent IPO, already up 791%. Looking at the 1-year chart, it's currently up 1,179%. And looking at the 3-month chart, it is up 147%. I've said this time and time again that I do think NIO is the biggest growth stock of 2020 and does have the potential to be the next Tesla. Obviously, that is a huge statement to make, but the way that NIO is actually headed and its growth and its trajectory of growth and its projected growth, along with the big time analysts and the retail investors as well, I think NIO is going to be doing a lot better this year than it did last year. Not as far as actual, stock price growth percentage-wise, but I do think that NIO is going to hit $100 in the year of 2021. And even today, NIO stock is up 10.04%. And the reason that is, we did have a big weekend for NIO. Basically, we did get a look at their deliveries, and as expected in December, they did absolutely amazing on their deliveries. They ended up selling about 7,000 cars, which is about 2,000 more cars than they sold in November, and it just goes to show that their actual sales are starting to grow. That's actually huge, massive news. It goes to show that NIO as a stock and NIO as a company is slowly growing bigger and bigger. And it's really awesome to see that NIO's putting up consistent results, because it makes my investment in NIO only feel more safe, and it definitely makes me feel like that NIO does have a lot more room to grow. Taking a look at some other news that we also got, we do have NIO Day coming up on January 9th, which is going to be a huge day. I'm very excited for what NIO is actually going to be able to bring to the table. We are going to get a few schematic looks. Basically, we're going to be seeing the ET7 sedan. It's one of the sedans that NIO is actually dropping to combat Tesla's Model 3 and Tesla's expansion into China. And we're also going to get a 150 kilowatt battery, which is just absolutely amazing. 2 huge catalysts for NIO. And it's just awesome to see that NIO is really starting to grow, and it goes to show that NIO is striving very, very hard to be the top EV company of China. Taking a look at all the EV companies based out of China, we have NIO, Li Auto, and XPeng. NIO currently leading the 3 in sales. As you guys know, NIO leads number 1, followed by Li Auto, and then XPeng comes in last as far as vehicle sales. But it also goes to show that on NIO Day, we're basically going to get a projected outlook of where NIO stock is actually going to be headed in the next couple of years. And, I think what really NIO needs to be worrying about right now is Tesla's expansion into China. I know that Tesla's going to start selling the Model Y. I believe it's this month. So NIO needs to really step it up here. But NIO, to combat Tesla's expansion, is not only dropping a sedan, it's dropping actually another sedan, an SUV, and a minivan. Really trying to stay on top of its game. Really trying to expand itself. And we also did get a bunch of huge analyst upgrades over the course of 2020, which does make me feel a lot more bullish on NIO stock. We got a big one from Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, Bank of America, and a lot of these big time investors are really starting to see the value behind NIO as a company and NIO as a stock in itself. NIO also working on the self-autonomous driving system, the self-driving chip, which is going to be another huge catalyst in the EV game. I know a lot of EV companies are racing to basically be the first one to perfect the self-autonomous driving system. NIO, thinking outside of the box, is not only working on a self-autonomous driving system in itself, but they're working to make a whole business line out of it. If you guys don't know, NIO working on a robo-taxi delivery service, really trying to take its expansion onto a whole new level. They also just signed a contract basically saying, that they're going to be putting up 100 battery swap stations all around China, making the cost of ownership to customers of NIO's cars a lot cheaper and a lot more convenient for its customers as well. We did see that NIO did do a public stock offering late in 2020 of 68 million shares. And with that, they were able to raise capital of $2.5 billion. I know a lot of people hate stock offerings, but for me, I think stock offerings are absolutely amazing just due to the simple fact that this is an easy way for companies to raise capital. Yes, I do get the side that where people feel like it does devalue the stock a little bit, but for me, looking at it from a bigger perspective, this is exactly what NIO needs, because NIO does have plans to expand into Europe in the middle of 2021. To do this, you need a lot of capital. NIO also trying to ramp up production as much as possible. We have seen their consistent sales. We've seen the sales starting to grow and continue to grow. So NIO needs to ramp up production. Is also very, very expensive. So I love that NIO actually did the public stock offering, really putting NIO to the next level. We saw that XPeng has started selling cars in Norway, which is another huge catalyst of the EV game. NIO gonna follow suit very shortly after. Like I said, really making big plans to make its appearance in Europe by the middle of 2021. But just looking at all the good news altogether, it really goes to show the merit of NIO and why I actually think that NIO stock is probably going to double from here. But we also got some other news, some really good news. Because Tesla is starting to expand into China, NIO really is trying its very best to really make it stay, really make sure that, NIO is the top EV company of China in itself. So NIO is also rolling out a used car business to combat Tesla's expansion into China. I love how NIO in specific is really coming up with all these answers to really combat Tesla's expansion into China, whether it be a new sedan, a used car business, trying to perfect the self-autonomous driving chip as fast as possible. Really goes to show the merit of the company in itself, and it really goes to show on why NIO stock is actually going to be growing for a very long time. With NIO Day coming up, I could see NIO hitting all-time highs this week. I do think that NIO stock is probably going to double in the year of 2021. Just looking at all the things that NIO actually has going for itself, and really taking a look at the expansion that NIO is going to be facing over the next year or two, goes to show that NIO stock is not done growing here at $53.89. Taking a look at all the statistics just based on the facts alone, and taking a look that the Chinese EV game is really starting to expand as much as possible, we have seen time and time again that NIO stock is going to be growing from here. Taking a look at the Chinese EV statistics, they expect 20% of all car sales to be EV cars by the year of 2025, and they expect that number to jump up all the way up to 50% by the year 2035. So the whole EV market is really starting to mature. It's really starting to grow. And for me personally, I do think that NIO is going to be bigger than Tesla in China. Obviously, that's just my personal opinion. But I do think that NIO does have the potential to catch Tesla. We have seen consistent performance results. We have seen how much NIO has actually done to put itself on the map, and really how fast that NIO is actually grown. In the year of 2020, it basically was trading at $3 a share, now currently trading at $54 a share, bigger than a bunch of companies who have been around for a very long time. And I know that NIO stock is going to keep performing, and that's why I do think that people should be picking up NIO stock at $53.89. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is a good buy, $53.92? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.